Hey guys, welcome to another sex tutorial with me, Roxy Fox. Today I will talk about one of your favorite topics, and that is how to lick girls. So I will give you some amazing tips on how to make girls come with your tongue, and I will give you an exact routine that you can do, how to get her slowly more and more excited, how to tease her, how to find out what she likes, and then finally how to actually really make her come with your tongue and your mouth. And as always, there's gonna be an explicit version on my OnlyFans where my boyfriend is doing this exact routine to me, and I have also put a few parts of videos of me doing the same to girls in the tutorial, so you get to see different people doing those techniques on different vaginas. So let's start talking about girls and their vulvas. Let's clean this one first. Like in my last tutorial that I made about how to lick and finger girls, I have a flashlight. I will kind of demonstrate a little bit with it, but because this video is also on YouTube, I cannot show everything completely. For that you have to subscribe to me. That is how it works. But I will try and show you as good as I can. So this is the vulva of a girl, with this being the clitoral hood, so the skin that is on top of the clit. If you pull this up, you will see this is the clit, so the head of the most sensitive organ of the woman. This is where you're going to put a lot of focus on. Then you have the inner labia, the inner lips, the outer labia, the outer lips. The vagina is actually just the inside, the hole, and then you've got the butthole here as well, and we're going to even talk about that a little bit. Yeah, so that's it, just the basic anatomy of a woman. This is the vulva, by the way, and the hole is the vagina. Yeah, don't mix it up. Before you start, you have to get the girl excited. You have to tease her a little bit, so I recommend you working your way to the vulva, and you start kissing her inner thighs, both sides. You can kiss her boobs, her belly, and slowly work your way down to the sensitive parts. But play around a little bit, take your time, you know. So when you get there, she's like really excited for what's about to happen. And then as you kiss her clit or her lips gently, you move away again. So you start to build up this real tension within her. You tease her properly, yeah, so that she gets more and more excited and more aroused. Yeah, so that also means she's going to be more sensitive, and you're going to have an easier job. Then you start by licking the clit, because it's the most sensitive part of the vulva. It feels amazing just putting a little bit of pressure there, and this is also how we will most likely orgasm from oral. Yeah, so with your tongue, you use the tip of your tongue, and then you start to just lick the tip of the clit. I would recommend not moving the clitoral hood away. Just leave that skin where it is and just put your tongue on top and massage in circles, a little bit to the side. You can just lick it a little bit, so she slowly gets more aroused again. It is important for you to figure out what movements you can do with your tongue, because if you go to different parts, you kind of widen or make the tongue pointy. Yeah, so when you are at the beginning teasing the clit a little bit, I recommend pointing your tongue, and then the next step would be to lick from close to her butthole, but not inside the butthole, because you don't want to lick the butthole first and then the vagina, because bacteria could go into the vagina and she could get a yeast infection. And that is really horrible. Like, it takes a long time to get rid of that, and it's so itchy and so uncomfortable. So don't do that. Don't lick the butthole first and then the vagina. If you want to go all the way in there, do the vagina first and then the butthole, and then that's it. Don't go back to the vagina. So I would recommend just licking around a little bit, yeah, not inside, just around, close to it, and then you lick up, and maybe you go inside a little bit as well with your tongue. That feels really, really nice. A tongue inside the vagina, and you lick up, and then you start to play around, and for that you widen your tongue, so you don't make it pointy, you make it flat. Practice a little bit at home in front of the mirror. Yes, and then you just like lick, and you take care of the whole area. And then that is my boyfriend's secret tip. He didn't want to tell it at first. I kind of knew that he was doing something really special there, but I didn't know what it was because I can't really see what's going on there, right? And I asked him to share this thing that he's doing, and he didn't want to share it because he's like, well, but then all the guys are gonna know. And I'm like, yeah, but it's for a greater cause, so more women can experience this pleasure. And then he agreed to share it. So what he does, he pushes his upper lip, or even the part above the upper lip, against the top part of the clitoral hood, and he pushes it inside and up a little bit. So then the girl has pressure from here, which already feels good. And then with his tongue, he takes care of the clit. So it's going to look something like this. Obviously, I've never done this before, so I don't really know how it's supposed to look, but I assume it's something like that. And then he pushes up. And then he uses his tongue. And I don't know. That's all these little movements, you know. He can even suck. Play it around the tip of the tongue goes around the clit. It like points on the clit. There's a million techniques that you can do from that moment on. But make sure that you push with your upper lip against the upper part of the clitoral hood. Yeah, so he's the second guy that has made me come already. For me it's a little bit difficult because I'm used to very certain, very specific masturbation technique. But he managed to do it with that technique. So guys, you have to try, or girls, you have to try. Everyone has to try. From there, you can additionally move your middle finger inside the vagina. So at that point, there is pressure from the clitoral hood, the clit with the tongue, and then you go inside and you curl your finger, like in my squirting tutorial. If you haven't watched it, watch it now, obviously. You curl your finger and you push against the G-spot, which is inside the vagina, but in direction of the clit, pretty much. So there's so much stimulation at that point that the girl is definitely going to get very, very excited. Now, it's your turn to understand what she really likes, because every girl is different, as you know. So some girls like strong pressure, some girls like it really light. In general, start slowly and start soft. Yeah, start with slow movements of your tongue and see if you speed it up. Does she like it or not? Does she move away, or does she push herself towards you? Does she start to scream louder? Does she say something like yes, yes, more, stronger, harder, whatever? Yeah? So if you don't communicate with her before and ask her what she likes, then you have to really read her body language. And it's kind of fun if you want to find out what she likes, right? So at that point you find out what is that one thing that really turns her on, and then it's time to make her come. And to make a girl come, literally, but also actually vaginally with the G-spot or the A-spot, for whatever, you need to do a repetitive movement for a certain amount of time. Don't switch it anymore. From that moment on that you decide, okay, you're going to do this movement to make her come, do not slow down, then she loses the feeling. Do not change technique, then she loses the feeling. Do not have a break, because then she also loses the feeling. It's very much like that. So keep going, keep going, keep going. Be a warrior, be a fighter until she comes. Okay? Super important. Repetitive movement for the orgasm. It's a little extra things that you can do to give extra stimulation. For example, you can put one finger in the butt or just massage her butthole. You can massage her boobs with the hand that is free, or even her nipples for extra sensations, extra stimulation, you know. You can strangle her if she's like the submissive type, or you can also push that hand against the G-spot from the outside. So you kind of push against here, yeah, if the vagina is here, then you push against the lower belly, and if you push down, you kind of push the G-spot in direction of your finger. Yeah, so it's like extra stimulation for the G-spot from above. Another amazing tip, guys. This is it. So again, if you want to see the full routine done on me, but also me doing some parts of it on another girl, check out my OnlyFans. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, please share this video and share the knowledge with your friends, so as many of you can become amazing lovers and as many women and girls as possible can have amazing orgasms. Because the world is going to be a better place when that happens. No. Happy lovemaking, happy exploring. I'm sending you all my love.